show you the stretches that I have my team do and then I do at home for flexibility. And there's back stretches, there's split stretches, there's scorpion stretches, just a lot of really good helpful stretches and tips. So keep watching. Okay, so something you're going to want to invest in is a yoga mat. I personally don't use it when I'm in my room because I've gotten stable enough in my stretches where I don't fall and I wouldn't need that extra cushion. It just kind of gets in my way whenever I try to do my splits because it's hard to move on it because it's really like, you know when you have a rubber band in your hair and it like stays in your hair because, and it hurts because it clings to you? This clings to your feet and your hands, so to speak. So it's more like for getting stability. But yeah, I'm just going to show you my back bend on it because that I do need stability for. Lay like you're going to do a crunch, like this, and then what I do is I get on the this part of my foot and come up a little bit, and then come down, and this is where you're going to start your stretch. You put your hands right beside your head, and then you just kind of go up. You basically try to walk your feet and your hands together. Anytime you stretch out your back, you're going to want to do this. You pull your knees to your stomach, and you roll in a ball. And what this does is it keeps your, crack it a little bit, it keeps your back in alignment. So if you don't have your splits yet, for stretching it out, you go into a lunge, and this would be stretching out our left split. So this leg's in front, this leg's in back, and you just come up, and you can feel it stretching your thighs out, and then you go back, and you bend over toward your foot. And I would repeat that about 5 times. And then you switch, and you go down, and back. And your foot will drag a little bit. You're not decreasing your stretch, you're just getting it to where you can touch your foot. Okay. And then for your splits, to go down into your splits and split stretches, I'm going to start out with my right foot split. And I just kind of go down. Oh, I'm kind of sore today. And stretches that I do in my splits is I just bend my back. It's so hard to talk. I just bend backwards and then go forwards. And then you repeat to the other side. Go forward, and you hold it. And another good stretch to stretch out your hamstrings is you put this leg in right in front of you. You kind of build a box, and then your other leg back, and you just go down. And sometimes I just sit in this to watch TV or something like that, or when people are talking in practice. That's what I do. And same for the other side. Okay, and then some other stretches that I do are just basic stretches. And I'm going to put a t-shirt right here because I feel uncomfortable. I don't know why. I just feel uncomfortable. Okay, but you're going to put your straddle on, and you're going to move your straddle up forward. Feeling awkward. Move your straddle up, and what that does is you basically are stretching out your splits, and you should feel it right here. And you can do this against the wall, that way there's a surface and it's kind of forcing you to stay there. So I tell the girls to just get as far as they can, and then you go over, toes pointed first, try to touch your ear to your knee, then you go over, try to touch your nose to your knee. And then the other side, and then you do feet flexed, the same thing. And then you go feet flexed down like this, feet pointed down like that. And that's that. These are just some basic stretches, And I don't know really of any advanced ones. I know that you can use these resistance bands. And so I'm going to show you a couple stretches using the resistance bands. The first stretch that you do with the resistance bands is I double it up because I feel like it gives you more resistance. Resistance band. And then you pull it toward your body. Okay, and then I take both of my feet. This probably does nothing, but it feels good. And you pull them both towards your body. So another stretch that you probably saw in my Things Dancers Say video is the leg to wall stretch. I just now introduced this to my girls, so this is what you do. Pretty much, if you're facing this side, then this leg's coming up, and if you're facing this side, then this leg is coming up. So I'm going to face this side first, and you get your bottom foot as close as you can to the door frame, and then you take your other one, you bend forward, and you slide it up the door frame, and then you push back, stretch back like that. Now obviously I didn't do it full out, obviously just because I'm kind of sore and I don't want to pull a muscle or anything that could hurt me in the next practice. And that's something else I wanted to talk about is, if you have a pulled muscle, don't push yourself. I know it's frustrating, like if you just got your splits and you pulled your hamstring and you're like, oh crap, I can't do my splits, I need to get it back. Well, you're going to take a little while. Your muscles have to recover. You can't force your muscles to do something that they won't. I had first gotten my right split because I forced it. I just fell down to the floor and just held it there. I ended up pulling a muscle and it really hurt to perform. So it's just important that you take your time on these stretches. You're not going to get your nose to your knee the very first time, but you do need to work on it and you will get there. Just don't force yourself. Okay, and the last stretch I'm going to show you is what we use to stretch out our back bends as well. I know this is a really awkward angle and I apologize for that, but you get really close to the wall and you put your arms up on the wall like this and you push back, and we like to count to 10, or we like to listen to music while we do that, so it's a better way of timing. And then while you're doing that, bring your feet to your head and you push back. And then you always roll a ball. So, okay, and something that I recommend is before you do any stretching, you always warm up. So do 15 jumping jacks or 20 crunches, something to get your muscles warmed up. That way they're loose and they can stretch more and it prevents injury. So I hope these helped you, and if you have any other stretches that you'd like me, I don't know if there's lipstick on my teeth or not. If you have any other stretches that you'd like me to do a video about, just ask, or any specific things. Yeah. Hope you liked it.